Roses red, violets blue. Let me make this clear to you. When you're in love, you know it's true. If the goddamn roses must be red, then violets must be blue. Violets must be blue. Violets must be blue.
Hi YouTube, this is Crone Speaks Truth, and welcome back to another pick a card reading. I am going to be doing a pick a card for my single ladies. For some reason Spirit is pulling me to give a little bit of advice to some ladies who are struggling, and this feels very specific to me, like a very specific select few need to hear this. So without further ado, I'm going to give you a look at the 3 piles. They're going to be a cocktail of oracle cards and tarot cards that I have, that I work with pretty regularly. So I'm really excited. We're going to go ahead and get started right now. All right, so from left to right, we have groups 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds or so to either pause it, or maybe 30 seconds is all you need to just go ahead and take a look and figure out which one is calling to you. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, if you picked group 1, you're in the right place. I'm going to go ahead and get started with you all. All right, singles. I'm feeling, very strong feminine energy. You are the sort of person who wants to go ahead and lead others. And get started with my fairy deck. Here we have honesty. Now he is talking about truth. He's talking about inner truth, personal truth of who am I, what do I stand for, and are my actions pushing me towards what I'm pursuing, what my path is, what I feel my purpose is. You know, and this is the sort of individual who checks themselves every few steps on their path and checks to see if they are going the right way. All the time. I mean, it's kind of never ending with this person. This person feels like they may have a little bit of depression and anxiety going on with them because they think a lot. They get in their own heads. Okay. We're going to go right into these tarot cards here and take a look. Oh, there's somebody you're interested in. We've got the Knave of Wands. Now we know, this guy is not the future one. You know that he probably doesn't even amount up to possibly the men in your family or the older men in your life that you view as more of like father or brother like figures in your life. He doesn't compare to them. He's not hot shit, to say that much. But he's cute. And you want to give. That's a 6 of coins. You want to go ahead and give him your all. Girl, why? Yes, 4 of Cups. You need to be thinking about this a little bit. Girl, this is the part where we sit down together and I'm going to encourage you to just pause. Just pause, because this guy, think about what I just said to you. It's so funny that I said that to you before, it kind of came out this way. This guy doesn't amount to the men you respect in your life. You know it's not going to work. You just know. Yeah, girl. I've got the 4 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. If you were wondering if you were on the fence about this guy, just don't go all in. Because this guy doesn't deserve you. You probably literally found him on Tinder. This guy does not This guy does not deserve you like that. Not for the sense of home. Not for looking for that one to have your family with. No. He reminds you of him. He reminds you of him, but I need you to go ahead and release that. Yeah, you need to think about that because it's coming from an emotional place. I think if you look a little bit harder, you'll realize that it's not about this other person and about what he can do for you than it is how he fits into your life. It sounds like you might be viewing men as a puzzle piece, as like a little section of your life that can be fit into other sections of your life, and that sucks because that guy's a person, right? He's supposed to be a person with feelings. And you really ought to consider those. Ace of Wands. Group one, I need you to be honest with yourself. I think I'm gonna have to give you an opinion. This man is not the one you want to hunker down with, but he might be really fun in the sack. Let him buy you a couple of drinks, play, have fun. I don't want you to have so much fun that you don't ever want to let go of him because you got somebody else coming for you in your life path, and it is not this guy. I think if you're feeling like he's reminding you of your person, that's going to keep you sharp. This guy is going to remind you of the qualities you do want in a partner, and that is crucial. That is crucial because if you're watching this channel, if you found your way here, you are intuitive and you are sensing the world around you right now. You know that somebody is going to be walking into your life and that's going to be the right thing for you. And you know when it's not it. You actually do. Don't act like you don't. You actually do. Follow the leader. Wow. With our oracle card here, we've got follow the leader. You take a lot on your shoulders, don't you? You take on a lot. You are trying to guide others where in a place where you're not really sure where you're going. You know, you can. Like I started with, you're powerful. You're a powerful, intuitive witch, let's be honest. You're a powerful witch. You must take a lot of responsibility on yourself to be a role model for others, and I think that it just sort of happens for you. You're not trying to be anybody's like savior, but you just have an idea of how to navigate through life and people want to follow you on that. I think that's what's happening here. This guy is attracted to you because he wants to follow you. He thinks you're amazing. Or this new person coming into your life may think that you're amazing. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, this could be somebody you haven't met yet. Maybe you go out with your friends and you go have fun, because that's a message I want to throw at every single one of these piles right now, is just go out and have fun. Please, please go out and have fun. You need to. It's good for the soul, it's good for the body, it's maybe terrible for the liver, but that's just fine. Right now, I feel the universe has given you a pass because you need a break, because you are a hard worker. You would die at your work desk if you could, and the universe isn't letting you do that, which is why they're throwing this hot little piece of ass in your face. Or will be throwing this little snack at you. I think, now this is an advice channel, I'm going to be telling you what I think. I think given the situation you're either in or about to be in, it's ultimately up to you to decide how you want to approach this. I think no matter which way you slice it, walking away is not the answer. This person was thrown into your life or is about to be thrown into your life. There's a story here you need to live out a little bit. I think you should explore that. I think you should take the chance. This is an OM card. I am obsessed with these. If you haven't heard of it, it's OGHAM. And they are a Druid Celtic divination tool as opposed to like tarot or oracle cards. And I love these. These are single meaning. This one is talking about chance, taking the chance, taking the leap, giving it a try, and seeing, because I think you're a pretty safe person. And a safe person isn't gonna take every opportunity presented to them by the universe to just explore and play. Don't forget to play. You're really great at working. I'm that way. I'm really great at working, but I'm not so good at the playing. I either overthink it or I don't do it at all. And if you're anything like me, it's not the best way to go about life because there's a lot there for you. Anyway, group one, I really hope this was helpful. It was a little all over the place, but I guess you needed to hear it that way. Needed to spice things up for you. I hope this resonates with you. If this is a situation that you are currently in, or in the future you remember this reading after experiencing this Page of Wands coming in, this little hot, spicy, confident little something coming into your life, and you recall this, let me know. Let me know if this happens to you. This is awfully exciting. I think you should get swept up in it, but not so far that you forget yourself, because you also have other things to do, and I know you know that to be true. Anyway, I better tie this one up and get started on group 2. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe, hang out with me because I've got a lot more of these coming. So thanks. All right, group 2, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm feeling I'm feeling a lot of celebratory energy. Like, the vibe is high. Like, I want you to just go out and have fun. I want you to go out and play. Do things you otherwise wouldn't normally do, because that's where magic happens. You deserve a break. There's been a lot going on. There's been a lot going on for all of us. I mean, Libra season has been kicking my behind. I don't know about you guys, putting all of the emotions and the physical and everything else back into a balance, into a method where everything makes sense, is putting my Virgo behind in disarray. So there's that happening. Let's take a look here for you. Group 2. We're going to go ahead and get started with our Brian Froud Fairy cards because I'm obsessed with this deck. And you're going to see a lot of it. We are beginning with Los Guna. Los Guna. I mean, of the powerful female single energy going on in this deck, I really feel like you picked, like, the girl who is fucking rocking it. Oh my god, this girl is rocking it. You are killing it. You, in all sorts of ways. I mean, it's not just in a sense of, like, in life you are, you know, got all your finances together and you're maintaining all your relationships with your family and your friends and you're really feeling yourself and you've got this, like, adulting thing down. Like, not only are all of those things a part of it, but also just, like, settling into yourself spiritually, intuitively. You have been nailing it. Like, you have been just pushing through life, moving with the vibe and the energy of the universe as it comes towards you, and you're getting it, and I'm proud of you. Wow. I'm realizing this reading is very specific. They're getting very specific in circumstance. So if this doesn't resonate with you, that's cool. That just means the message wasn't for you. And tune in for the next one. Maybe I will be bringing about some content that's going to suit more of your situation and what you're going through, because it seems to me like these situations are awfully specific, and very, very specific people need to find them as they come through. So, wow. So you don't really feel super comfortable calling yourself single necessarily, because it seems to me like you are either in a relationship with someone whom it's just not working as well as you would like, or bouncing in and out of a relationship with this individual. Sometimes you're together, sometimes you break up, sometimes you make up, sometimes the sex is great, and then things go back to normal and you're just functioning and everything's fine, and he seems to be like what you've hoped for and what you've wished for, but something's kind of not working. You are usually a very strong, independent person. I've got actually the Strength card twice here in your pile, and one is right side up and the other is reversed. I think overall you're an incredibly strong person, but this person feels like a little bit of an Achilles heel. You have this back and forth. You've been doing this a long time, for years, in fact, with this person. And Six of Swords. Oh, you are trying to walk away. If this person is not in your life, then who are you and why are you doing it? And honestly, that is absurd, girl. That is absurd. No, because you are already such a strong, powerful little something something. Okay. You need a reminder. Look at her. She's too cute. Honestly, this is like my favorite. This is honestly like my favorite card in the deck here. She's my favorite because she just has this like composed, powerful, strong feminine energy about her, and she is just not scared of anything. Nothing scares her. She's like a little frog princess. You are also a sweet little frog princess. You enjoy pampering yourself, and you haven't been doing that lately, and I want you to start doing that again. I need you to start doing that again, because you need to, okay, so you're a little bit backwards here. This person is not contributing to who you are and who you're becoming as you're growing and changing, because you are not stagnant at this point in your life. There is a lot going on. Things are probably a little frantic and hectic. You're a little on edge. Even in a resting state, you might be having trouble sleeping because your mind is spinning. Let go of this concept that this person is completing you, because by him being in your life, you're gonna actually, he is the source of why you feel like you're actually moving backwards. Because you are, whether or not you've thought about it, you've been moving backwards, and that is not good for you. You have too much to do. Honest to God, you just have way too much to do. And oh boy, this is the star card coming up reversed for you. That is absurd. That is absolutely absurd. You are the star of your own show, and you know that. And honestly, this is nothing you haven't heard before. This guy, it's not going to be easy, but you are certainly strong enough to manage it. This guy is not worth your time. He's not worth your time, even though you've dedicated so much of your time to him up until this point. He's not giving you what you need. And that alone is a signifier to go ahead and let go. Our last card is this Oracle card here, Strength. Strength right side up. Look at all she's doing. I mean, she's like got this attention to detail and confidence, and she's a risk taker, and she has no problem taking on the biggest task. And this man to you, this big masculine energy that feels so familiar to you, is not giving you what you need anymore. And as awful as it is, I think that you should consider going ahead and releasing those reins a little bit and giving an opportunity for somebody new and better suited for you to walk into your life. Well, group 2, that was kind of a little harsh. That was like an intense, like, girl talk sort of conversation, but I guess you needed to hear it that way. Again, if this isn't something that resonated with you, I'll catch you in the next one, but I think quite a few of you needed to hear that exact message. The person you are with, or the person on your mind, it's not giving you what you need. And you deserve much better, because you have way more going on than this guy does. Okay, I better stop there. Thank you so much for watching. This means so much to me. If you want to go ahead and comment, like, subscribe, do all of that stuff, and just keep up with me, because I've got a whole hell of a lot more girl talks coming your way. I'm not sure where the universe has led me to cover this topic, but I need to connect with a select few, and this is just how it needed to happen. So thanks again, and we'll catch you next time. If you selected group 3, ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. Oh. Life has been rough, huh? Oh, there's a story here. Queen. What is that? Climb. Right. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and dive right in, as I'm kind of getting a feel for you guys' energy and your circumstance, because I'm realizing that these readings have been very specific today, very specific. I'm talking to very specific individuals who need to hear this message from me. But we're going to go ahead and get started with the fairy oracle here. I have Indy. I absolutely love Indy. He is a fairy describing balance, and he's so real about it, because it is so not easy. I know Libra season has been absolutely kicking my behind to balance everything out and put things in places that actually are contributing to my life, man. Oh man, that's a hell of a tangent I just went on with Indy. He and I apparently need to hang out a little bit. Ooh, Lord. You had an ex. Page of Coins reversed. You had an ex that you felt gave you everything. Like everything you thought you wanted in a person. An individual. He just, checked every box on that list. You thought that he was the shit, and now that he's gone, the lessons you've learned from that relationship are impacting you now, even this far away from that relationship, with time having passed, and you've grown and learned and thought about this. I mean, I've got the Pope in reverse here. I mean, he's kind of uprooted your foundation of what a relationship is. I mean, not only did he check every box, but he also challenged major aspects, major constructs of, I don't know, who you are in a relationship. Maybe he's given you an insecurity. Maybe he would bring up things in conversation in ways that would hurt you, and he didn't realize it, or so you thought he didn't realize it. I mean, the ways are endless for someone to walk into your life and have it feel like they're your everything, and then you pull away from them and realize that maybe it felt like a sham. And this person definitely wasn't your one. And since learning those lessons, you've become a lot stronger. You've become exceptionally stronger, actually. Queen of Wands. I mean, you've gone ahead and started kicking ass and taking names. You got things to do. I mean, there's a lot going on with you. You've been taking the reins on your own life, which feels like a newer thing for you. Maybe this wasn't an approach to life you've ever really taken before. I mean, you're just really grabbing onto those horns, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to apply for that job. I want that position because I've earned it and I know my worth. I only... Passing cat? We have a lot of animals. We'll have a lot of, little cameos of critters, and I'll introduce them as they pop up, but we'll leave that one for now. Ooh, that was distracting. That'll be the fairies for you. Always lightening things up. Okay. So, you're at a place now where you've been really jumping into the singlehood, the single energy. I mean, all the single ladies, Beyonce style. I mean, you've really embraced it, and you've been playing, and you've been going out and you've been trying new things, which is something I highly encourage you to continue doing. Just, you know, go out and grab a drink, hang out with some friends, call somebody up that you've been friends with for a long time but haven't talked to in forever because you've had so much going on or they've had so much going on. I mean, hit somebody up that you remember would probably really appreciate a night hanging out with you. You've either met this person or they're coming into your life here, and they remind you of your ex. Seems like this guy maybe has his shit more together. This guy feels like a much better match. But I gotta tell you something, you're not even gonna become close to opening up to that guy or to any other person who comes into your life that really strikes that chord with you if you aren't at a place where you can let go of that ex, because that person moved more around in your life space than you're letting on. Like, you need to maybe look around a little bit and figure out how this guy has impacted you and in your life, because the memory of him and the things that you've experienced either with him or that he's given you in some way, like the way that he's affected you, is affecting your love life from here on out. You can't you can't fill a cup that's already full. You've already got somebody in your heart, and if you can't figure out how to let them go first, nobody else is going to be able to come in. Because this guy gave you the facade, the illusion that he was everything, that he gave you, or that he had the potential to give you everything you were asking for in a partner, you're going to see him everywhere. Now that you're not together, you're going to see him in everything, in everyone, doing pretty much anything, because you may have idealized a heavy portion of who he is. Or who he was, because so much time has passed now. He's very likely not the same person that he was when you two were together for however long or however brief. I'm getting the sense for some of you, you might have only been with them like a couple months, 3-4 months maybe, which is just long enough for somebody to go ahead and try to ruin your life. Let go of him. We're going to keep moving with a little bit of an oracle card here. We've got sad embrace. Sorry, it's my big ass wolf dog. No, he's already gone. I really feel like you never gave yourself a chance to grieve this person. It's one thing to be mad. It's one thing to, you know, put all the shit in a box to the left. Beyonce references. I've been making Beyonce references this entire video. If you think you've let him go, you haven't, because there's an entire process of grieving that I think you've skipped, and not letting your current opinions and feelings about that relationship affect those memories, because you had every reason to laugh with him when he was telling jokes and playing, and you were feeling good in your relationship. Those feelings aren't invalidated by what you feel now. It's just not how this works. And if you block that particular process, it's going to lead to a lot of heartache, and nobody deserves that. This is a part of letting go of an ex that is the hardest. It's okay to grieve them, to grieve that they're gone, to grieve that they're not coming back, or that you won't let them back into your life because you know what's best for you. It's okay to grieve their memory. If they changed at the end of your relationship and you had to dump them, to let them go, it's okay to grieve the person they were before they changed. Because that person was just as real to you as they are to you now, or as anyone is to you. That's just natural. That's just psychology. Lastly, I have an oracle card here with my Ogham deck. This is the symbol for the word climb. there is always going to be a ladder. There's going to be an open door. There's going to be a way out of the grieving, because it's uncomfortable and you've been hurt before. And I think that might be why this hurts so much more now, and why it's affecting every future relationship that you're embarking on, because this individual pushed you into this place now where you're feeling quite a lot of grief, quite a lot of heart pain. There's a lot of turmoil. It's affecting even the little things. Like, what are you going to make for breakfast? I don't know. What would he wanted? That's terrible. That's terrible, because you are a spicy, independent individual, and there is no way in hell that another person is going to dictate how you feel and what you do and what you choose for yourself in this life. That's just not how it's done. So girl, I know I gave you a lot to think about, group 3. And I also want to remind you that you're really not alone, because everybody has had, I don't want to say everybody, but many of us have experienced relationships that have been so freaking meaningful. I mean, I can name a few in my own life. It's hard to let them go, to let the idealized version of them go, because the longer time passes, the less time you've spent getting to know them, and the more time you're currently spending getting to know you and who you are. This is your wake-up call. This is your best friend hitting you up saying, girl, drop that. You got to. The sooner you grieve and just let it out and let it go, write some poetry. And then, you know, when you're done feeling that for the time being, just go out and have fun. Don't forget to go back and like live your life. And once, you know, and just make a cycle of it. Follow what feels natural to you, because you know what you need to heal through this. I think I've said my piece. And man, I mean, these topics have been so specific. I mean, group 1, 2, and 3, all of you have been very specific circumstances. I need to talk to my singles and let you know about some things. I hope this was helpful. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments below. If not, that just simply means that this reading wasn't intended for your ears, and that's okay. Tune in for the next video, and that message may be more of what you need to hear at the time you're reading it. That being said, these are timeless readings. If you come across this video and you're feeling it, then it's meant for you. This is all very deep, healing, resonating messages, and I want to make sure that I reach you. Okay, thank you again for listening, and I'm really looking forward to inviting you back for my next video, and we'll see you then.